The barbell incident. The 22-year-old student Kyle Thompson often visited the Elite Edge Transformation Center in Acme, Iowa. It was supposed to be a normal Monday workout in 2016, just like every other day of his training. As an experienced weightlifter, bench pressing 315 pounds was not much of a challenge for Thompson, but it is surely the weight level that demands respect. He opted for this weight on the barbell with confidence that he would beat his PR max. The bar was fully loaded, and Thompson was determined for action. This time, the young man wanted to push himself further by using what is called the suicide grip. While the normal grip requires gym goers to wrap their thumbs around the bar and secure it, the suicide grip is all about removing this finger and placing it to the side. Everything seemed to go well for a moment, but before he could even bench that heavy barbell and plates, his grip suddenly gave way. The barbell slipped from his hands. The entire 315 pounds landed directly on his neck, leaving immediate and severe injuries. Emergency responders were called to the scene, and Thompson was rushed by ambulance to a hospital. Massive internal damage had already been done, and there was no turning back. Thompson passed away right after. This tragic death reminds us that heavy weights are no joke, especially in a bench press. Have you ever tried the suicide grip with any of your exercises and maxed out your PR? I mean, sometimes I do feel confident enough to lure myself into it, but that was with a bearable amount of weight. Even when you lift every day, don't underestimate a good spotter and a safe grip. Hit the like button below and comment on how you think the gym can be really scary and fatal sometimes. Calf raises incident. Mohammed Faraj was a 21-year-old medical student and an active gym user at his university's sports park. On a normal leg day in October 2024, the young man was setting up for his calf raise exercise. He chose to use the Smith machine with an aerobic plastic step, which was not part of the machine's apparatus. Faraj racked a 55-pound plate on each side of the barbell, and the Smith's barbell itself weighs around 33 pounds. In total, more than 140 pounds was placed on his shoulders to perform a calf raise. He got into position by standing on the plastic block and started the exercise. Since this platform was already a poor choice for the workout, Faraj soon experienced the consequences. During the calf raise, the aerobic step tipped. The medical student lost balance and slipped. CCTV footage captured the tragic accident when the weight bar dropped with a very loud bang and struck his head. His neck was pulled along to the ground, resulting in a fatal head injury. He passed away right at the scene, despite undergoing instant CPR from fellow gym members who were professional doctors. The coroner's investigation pointed out that the machine's safety stops should have been set to the highest position possible to stop the weight bar, but they had been left in the lowest position. Faraj didn't notice that. That, along with the use of an aerobic plastic platform, caused him to die painfully. So, it appears that using machines isn't always a safe choice if you're not well prepared and opt for the wrong assistance. In case the gym's too crowded, do another exercise while waiting for others to finish using the equipment you actually need. Treadmill electrocution. It was around 7 in the morning at a gym in Rohani, India. The 24-year-old Sakshma Pruthi was already heading towards the end of his morning gym session. Tired from weightlifting, the man decided to take a seat on the floor to rest a bit. Pruthi was resting his back between two treadmills. His hands unknowingly rested upon one of these machines, and in the blink of an eye, he got a fatal electric shock. The man collapsed immediately. A witness nearby said he rushed to Pruthi right after he fell to the ground, and he was also slightly shocked when touching the young tech worker. Electrocution is what led to Pruthi's death, as concluded by a post-mortem examination. Investigations also revealed that the treadmill's side bar panel were made of metal, not plastic. This enabled the flow of current from the machine to his body, as well as the lack of proper earthing and potential use of unsafe electrical fittings. The gym owner was later arrested for his negligence. It might be hard to believe how people may suffer from instant pain and die that quickly. The story raised an alarm about gym safety standards, which I recommend you pay attention to when using or getting close to electrically powered equipment. Perhaps Pruthi was unfortunate. Bench press incident. Bench press can be very dangerous without safety assistance, even for the pros. Zhao Hui, a Chinese personal trainer who dedicated his life to fitness, was going to use his usual gym in Zhenping County, Henan Province, in July of 2023. As a close friend of the owner, Hui was able to practice during the gym's closing hour. There was no one else in the room, not even the staff. The PT was all alone to weightlift and also record himself on the phone. At the start of the video, Hui was seen approaching the bench and lying down. After adjusting his grip on the barbell laden with 220 pounds worth of weights, he began his workout. Unfortunately, as he tried to complete his first rep, he was not able to hoist the heavy barbell up again. It slipped and pinned his neck to the bench. Hoy struggled to free himself from the heavy weights. It didn't work. He was trapped under the barbell for several minutes before gym staff returned from their lunch break and found him unresponsive. The confident PT, who never let others assist him during the gym sessions, was pronounced dead at the scene. The biggest lesson learned here? Don't bench hefty weights alone, as if you're some kind of superhero. Without a good spotter, even pros cannot run away from the call of death. Treadmill heart attack. On a free Saturday morning, Siddhar Kumar Singh went to the gym in Kota area of India. The teenager hopped on the treadmill, aiming for a good run. The CCTV showed how Singh was doing all right for a while. Then he suddenly felt dizzy as he lost balance. Singh collapsed on the machine. Other gym-goers rushed to help him and transferred him to a nearby hospital. But Singh had been pronounced dead on arrival. Medical experts concluded that the young man suffered a sudden heart attack from the high-intensity cardio workout. Like many other dreadful gym deaths, it's not always a good idea to overdo your body's capacity. Intense physical exercise can be cruel to anyone if they don't stop at the right moment. I'd prefer to increase the speed gradually and check my heart pulse rate often to avoid this kind of accident. Squat press neck snap. Justin Vicky was a famous Indonesian fitness influencer on Instagram. He was also a professional PT and bodybuilder who lifted heavy weights for breakfast. On Saturday in 2023, he attempted a squat press with a barbell and plates on his shoulders. The total weight was over 450 pounds. After going into a squat, he appeared unable to stand upright. With the weight bearing on him, he fell back into a sitting position as the barbell dropped onto the back of his neck. Vicky's spotter, standing behind him, also lost balance and fell backwards with the weightlifter. The force of the barbell broke his neck. It then caused critical compression of vital nerves that connected his heart and lungs. Despite undergoing emergency surgery after being rushed to the hospital, he slipped into a coma and died the next day. This is why squatters in competitions need at least 3 spotters surrounding them to help carry the weight. And you could also use safety bars on the squat rack for better security. Training incident. 30-year-old John Marquis Soms was a San Francisco Police Department recruit who engaged in street cop training. He was making his way to become a police officer after transitioning from the tech industry. He had been performing all right since the beginning, but it was obvious that the whole training session had slowly drained him over time. Then came this exercise. The endurance drill required him to put his stamina to the test. By then, Som's body could not hold it any longer. The physical exertion took over him, and something was not right. Right after the endurance drill ended, he collapsed and fainted. They rushed Soms to the hospital. 2 days went by with active medical treatment and his family's hope that he would somehow make it out alive. But the poor, debilitated police recruit didn't get lucky. The overexertion after training was too cruel on him. Soms died from multiple organ failure, including kidney and liver failure, and internal hemorrhaging causing rhabdomyolysis. Eventually, the reminder here is about knowing your physical limits and when you need to stop. It's inspiring to chase your dream, but don't let it crush you. May this man's kind soul rest in peace.